All right, so I've been using the Viltrox new 7-inch external monitor, the Viltrox DCA-1. It has 2,800 nits. It's really, really bright. So I've been using it for the past couple of months now. So why don't we just go ahead and get started, and I'll share with you guys my experience. Let's start with what comes in the box. Monitor itself comes in a carrying case, which is pretty nice. When you open it up, you have the monitor inside. You also have the Viltrox branded NPF battery. You can use it to charge via USB-C. You also have some cables in here, two HDMI cables, USB-C cables, a sturdy cold shoe mount, and it also has one of the best sun hoods that I've come across. Most sun hoods suck. They're usually floppy Velcro nightmares. This one snaps on solidly and it folds up into like a protective shell and actually blocks light out without ever being annoying. If you ever tried to shoot in midday sun, you know how clutch this is. Now, this is a nice touch from Viltrox. When I purchased my Atomos Ninja V, it did not come with a sunshade. I believe that costs extra. So for Viltrox to provide this, it's definitely something that I do appreciate. When it comes to the build quality, the monitor feels solid. It's plastic with metal-like frame around the sides. It is a bit fingerprint heavy. It's definitely a better build than most budget monitors out there. When it comes to the monitor, it is a 7-inch IPS panel, full HD 1080p. And again, it's 2,800 nits of brightness. When I was shooting outdoors, I didn't have any problems. I could see myself clearly while filming in direct sun. Now combine that with the sun hood, you're set. Touchscreen is responsive. You also get the side dial and a back button if you don't want to, smudge the screen. You can customize the 4 function buttons along the top, and everything is fast, no lag in the menu system. Now I use this monitor myself while I'm filming on my Nikon Z8. The Nikon Z8 doesn't have a flip out screen, so I had no way to frame myself until this monitor. This monitor basically turned my Z8 into a more usable video rig, and it made my life so much easier than for me to guess where I would be sitting and having to double check my composition, going back to play the video and making micro adjustments. I also filmed some of my YouTube videos with the Sirui 20mm T1.8 anamorphic lens, and that anamorphic lens has a 1.33 times squeeze factor. The Viltrox DCA-1 monitor has a D-squeeze built in, so I can finally see my proper framing and composition while shooting anamorphic. There's no guesswork needed. With the battery life, I think I can run one of these Viltrox NPF 550 and get about an hour of runtime with the monitor before it dies out. So you're going to need like multiple batteries for you to be filming hours throughout the day. This is something to keep in mind. But if you do have a few of these batteries laying around, then you're all set to go. The monitor comes with 2 HDMI ports in and out at the bottom mounted. It also has USB-C power, DC in, and a standard NPF battery slot. You can even power this thing with USB-C, which is a nice touch. And there's also a gyro built in as well, so you can flip the monitor and the image flips with it. There's also an internal fan with 4 modes. There's low, medium, high, and auto. You'll appreciate this if you're running this thing like, full blast in 35 degrees Celsius weather like I was. It kept the monitor cool, and while I was outside, I didn't hear the fan running. However, if you're shooting this in like a controlled environment in like, something like this YouTube studio right here, like my living room, you can actually hear the fan run. So this is where you need to keep the monitor away from your microphone and just get it far away. I am using an external mic, so you're not going to be able to hear that. Viltrox also provided you with a smudge resistant screen protector inside, which is a nice touch. You also get the usual histogram, waveforms, vector scope, audio meters, anamorphic D-squeeze options built in, multiple aspect ratios to play with, and you can also pinch and zoom in to check focus. Overall, this monitor is very impressive for the price. It's bright enough for real-world outdoor use, it's solidly built, functional, fast UI, and it's perfect for anyone shooting solo using anamorphic glass or just, sick of squinting at a tiny camera screen at the back. I've been quite satisfied with my usage with the Viltrox monitor, and I wish Viltrox would make monitors with screen recording options like what my Atomos Ninja V can do. That would be a great feature to have. However, I believe that would probably increase the price of the monitor. Anyways, if you're in the market for a bright, budget-friendly field monitor, the Viltrox DCA-1 is an easy recommendation, and it's coming in at only 220 bucks. If you're interested in this monitor, links are down in the description below if you want to check that out. And consider subscribing if you want more gear review videos like this one. And thanks so much.